Alright, so real quick, I'm going to explain a little bit about the restaurant menu project that you're going to be starting today, and I'll answer any more questions after everyone's finished the test, but you can go ahead and get started on it after you watch this video. So the restaurant menu project, students will create their own restaurant menu. They will design a menu that will include the name of the restaurant, at least 20 food and drink options, and accurate decimal prices for each option. Then, students will create a 5-question quiz about their menu. They will provide 5 questions with the correct answer to each question and their work shown. Students will turn in 1 menu and 1 5-question quiz. On your 5-question quiz, 1 question needs to be an addition problem, 1 question needs to be a subtraction problem, 1 question needs to be multiplication, and 1 question needs to be division, and then there needs to be a 2-step problem in there. And I'll go over some of those examples in a little bit. Okay? So first, I'm going to show you some examples of what some of the restaurant menus have looked like last year. Okay, so this one is called the Italian Plaza. So you can see they have appetizers, sides, beverages, desserts, main dishes, and kids' meals. And they even have a little deal at the bottom that says slushies are 55 cents on Saturdays and Sundays. So this is one example. This one is the Neutral Diner. It has appetizers, drinks, main meals, desserts. One thing I really like about this one is that it's very nice and neat. Okay, so remember, you need at least 20 food and drink options. So this person has exactly 20, which is great. You can have more than that, but you have to have at least 20. This one is Audrey's Grill and Chill. So she has hers. This is the front page, and this is the back page. If you want 2 pages or 3 pages, that is perfectly fine if you don't want to fit it all into 1 page. Okay. Most students make it on Notability. I've had some students do it on paper. Whatever you prefer is fine, but it's usually a little neater when it's on Notability. This one was called the Sunrise Steakhouse, so they chose different fonts and made it look nice. This one was Ellie's Diner, established in 2022. So she did hers on Notability, and she didn't use the keyboard. She actually wrote with her stylus, and that's fine. It's not as neat as some of the other ones, but it's still got a good grade. This is Katie's Diner, so she chose a nice little background, and it's organized very well. This is the Comfy Cafe, which is also very neat. This is Rick Meyer's Rough House, and then Hudson's Cafe, and he chose 2 pages for his. Okay, so make sure your drink options are school appropriate. Okay, so he had 1 page for his food, 1 page for his drinks. You can do it however you want. You just need at least 20 items, and I want some sort of color on there. Okay, make it look nice. Okay, so these are all examples of the menus. And then once you do your menu, you're going to create a quiz, and it's going to look like this. So you have your 5 questions that you're going to create about your menu, and then you're going to show your work over to the right in this box, and then you're going to put your answer in these boxes. Okay? And I'm going to go over some examples of what the questions should look like. But for your work, you need to make sure you show work. You can't just leave that blank because you're getting graded the most points for your work. So I know that you actually solved the question yourself and you know how to do it. Okay, so this is what your menu quiz will look like, but it'll actually all be filled out, of course. And then, okay, so the rubric, you're being graded on your menu neatness, menu accuracy, quiz questions, and your quiz answers. So you can see down here, you're getting the most points for your quiz answers. Okay, so your quiz answers need to be correct, and you need to have work shown. That's worth 20 points out of the 50. Okay, your menu needs to be neat, and I need to be able to read the menu items and prices, so that's worth 10 points. Your menu needs to be accurate, so your food and drink item prices need to be accurate. That means don't charge $20 for a soda or $15 for a glass of milk. Okay, that is not accurate. Think about when you go to Cancun, or when you go to Thirsties, or when you go to JD's, any of those places. Okay, sodas are going to be less than $5, probably less than $4. Okay, so make sure it's accurate. Your quiz questions need to make sense, and they need to require math to solve. That's worth 10 points. So that means don't put one of your questions as Aubrey wants to order a glass of milk. Should she? Okay, that is not a math question. These need to have math answers. Okay, And then your quiz questions need to have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division problems, as well as a two-step problem. And that's worth 5 points. Okay, so this would be an example of a menu. This is not one that a student did. This is one I found online. Okay, examples of questions. So it says, Brooke ordered 1 order of mozzarella sticks. So I would find mozzarella sticks on the menu. She ordered a cheeseburger. That's right there. And a vanilla shake. Okay, so a vanilla shake is right there. Okay, and it's asking how much did her food cost. So this would be an example of an addition problem. You would just add all 3 of those amounts up to get your answer. Okay, so next it says Logan ordered 3 Spam burgers. How much did the burgers cost altogether? Well, we know 1 Spam burger costs $5.80. And if he bought 3 of them, I would do 587 times 3. So that would be a multiplication problem. And then we have Riley ordered waffles and a Spam burger. So I would find waffles and a Spam burger. If she pays with a $10 bill, how much change will she receive? So for that one, I would have to add up the waffles plus the Spam burger, get my total, and then subtract it from $10. So that would be a two-step problem. Okay, so those are some examples of quiz questions that you could have. And then for all of these, you would need to show your work for those questions and then write your answer on that menu quiz. Okay. All of these papers are on Canvas so that you can take a look at them and see what you need to do. But at the end of the day, not at the end of today, but when you turn it in next week, you are going to have to turn in 1 menu and 1 quiz. Okay, that is what you're getting graded on, and it's worth 50 points. So make sure you work hard on it, okay? And one thing I want to point out, you can have a few decimals that are just $1, $7, but most of them, and the ones that you include in your quiz questions, need to be actual decimal points. So $5.13, $3.04, $5.50. They need to have decimals. Okay, so you're not just using whole numbers, they need to be decimals as well. Okay. Like I said, once everyone's done with the test, I'll answer more questions, but you can go ahead and get started on your menu. You can research as much as you want. Look up some of your favorite restaurants to get ideas for food. I've had some people that just do breakfast places. I've had some people just do chicken places, so they have chicken strips, chicken sandwiches, chicken nuggets, just chicken. It's completely up to you. Just know you have to have at least 20 items. Okay, at least 20 food/drinks.